to the BRL Racing League. Just making sure we are all up and running. Just to be sure, yes, I believe we are. Yes, that would be a nice little yes. Lovely stuff. We have got a full grid. Full grid. I know. It's amazing, incredible, truly amazing. Never really happens. However, here we are. We have a full lobby. I'm just seeing if that sim guy is joining me. In the commentary box, just waiting. We haven't got long left until we are due to get underway. So let's take a little look at pre-race comments. I'm doing the race upside down, obviously. A lot of broken carbon fibre flying around, said Never Fear Andy to yesterday. So we should he? So he's expecting crashes. Oh, you'll see a lot of Williams front wings tomorrow. I am wild, Matt is my teammate. Oh, that's a bit of a dig at your teammate. Unbelievable stuff. Excited to follow the safety car around for 29 laps. And the joke is we have 29 laps of the race. And then just a little conversation about what track we're racing on. Quick Killer's saying this is going to hurt. So that's something you never want to hear. No. Is Hospital Harry? Is Hospital Harry here? No. No, he's not. Hospital Harry isn't here. Ooh. Just make sure I haven't been getting any notifications whilst I've been gone. Yes, I have. There you go. That'll be why. Hello? Hello? I've just joined a party with that same guy. I think he's disappeared somewhere. I think he's disappeared somewhere. We are getting underway, and he's just not here.
Oh, right, hello. Sorry, I've just been in. Hey.
Hit spectate.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's what they've all been yelling at you to do.
Oh, sorry. I've just been on a joyride with my dad in my BMW M8 that I've got for the night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice bit
broadcast gameplay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm a tray plate driver, so I deliver cars all over the country, and I've got a BMW M8. So we've just been having a bit of fun on the road.
Fair enough.
Was it round 9 we're at?
We're round 9, yes. Australia.
Sweet Australia.
Everyone's a little bit nervous for Australia.
Yeah.
Saying carbon fibre everywhere.
Yeah. Are you Are you live?
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay, cool. I will share the stream.
Whereabouts are you going? Because I'm on the BRL.
Yeah, I will stay there as well. But oh well, I'm on my own account,
Ah, okay.
um, which is fine. You're on the BRL one.
Yes.
Um, but I'll watch the live chat on BRL as well.
Yeah, sure.
No need to watch mine. Right. Qualifying.
Yes. Quali indeed. 18 minutes as usual.
Yeah. Who do
Surprising.
you reckon for pole? Who are you putting your money on?
Oh, I am gonna put my money on. Who's been solid recently?
The usual suspect of one of the
Yeah,
Ferraris?
yeah. Well, you got
Or you got Mr. Scotty, he's been very, very good in
he
qualifying
has been
recently.
quick. Mr. Cookie hasn't.
Oh, Mr.
There's
Cookie, sorry, that's what I
been
meant.
yeah, Mr. Cookie. He's never fallen off. He's never. I don't think he's got below that P7 qualifying yet.
Yeah.
Who else? Who won last time round? He's not here, is he?
Uh,
Doesn't look
do you
it.
know, I can't remember. I think, was it not J-Horse?
Oh, yeah. There was someone else that kind of showed up for like the first time and absolutely really put his foot in straight away.
Um,
Who was it? Can't believe I've already forgotten. And now our Discord just isn't loading, which doesn't help.
is it not?
No,
I'll try and find mine.
just is connecting. For
Let's have a
some
look
reason,
at race
it's not
results.
loading.
Last race. Yeah, J-Horse won last race.
J-Horse won.
Mr. Cookie came second with the fastest lap.
Yes, of course. He put in a really solid race that time round.
Yeah. Right, so we got to come over the line first.
First man over the line is a Mercedes, I believe. Oh, no, it's not a Mercedes. All the way down the pole, you know. Oh no, he's not. He's on an outlet. So that would be Ryan DJ? Yes, Ryan DJ is our first man across the
Who
line.
is actually R. Henson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't told last time round. Got very confused until it was pointed out to me.
So we got Mr. Cookie, Chaz, Knight Rider, and Jay Hall's currently on mediums, so they're looking to set lap times on mediums to start with, which would be quite interesting. See what they can pull out the bag on the mediums. But I think the delta difference between softs and mediums on this track is like a good second.
It is. It's a really big gap because there's a lot of corners that require a lot of grip.
Yeah, a lot of traction and high speed. As we're watching our Henson. Yeah, exactly.
That is one of the spots where you need the most grip on the track, and even with the soft, you can see you're getting a bit leery. He's gone invalid. Lap done for him.
That's unfortunate. That's one set of softs that have just gone away from him now already.
Yeah. Diving straight back into the pits. He's having absolutely none of it. So who
we got?
Mechanical Toll, I think, will be the first over the line in that case. With his McLaren teammate just behind. Scotty, will he set a faster time? Yes, he does.
Straight away.
Yeah. So Scotty already showing he's got that bit of pace over. However, obviously he's been given the slipstream. Aidan Gray coming in, only just quicker in the pass. Not by a lot. But showing that slipstream does make a significant difference.
SX Perry setting the lap time for fourth place, so 1.2 seconds behind her as well. So he did set the fastest last sector though, so maybe he's got a bit of promise.
Yeah, just needs to, whether he's just had like a little slip up or something. Chaz Knight Rider is out of the session. Did he pick up the ban?
He has crashed out. I've just seen Never Fear Andy is here overtake him into the last couple of corners, and he was against the wall with a wheel missing off his car. So
Jay Horse just coming across the line there, getting close, and joking. Didn't even notice he went across the line to set provisional pole. So Jay Horse getting quite close on the medium tyres, which
Wow, that is
he's,
an insane time.
Yeah, he put some effort into that quite clearly. Wonder whether he'll stick to it or not, but that just gives him an extra pair of softs, doesn't it?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
That first time on the medium, it's a really strong bank time.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a care in the world right now, does he? He'll be
Nah.
with where he stands.
I mean, the problem with starting on mediums at this track is that the first 2 laps you're almost guaranteed in league racing as Errol Blake sets the fastest time so far. You're almost kind of guaranteed a safety car.
Yeah.
Which is obviously not what he's going to want if he does start on the mediums, because that just won't really. Well, it could play into the strategy depending on what position he's in.
Yeah.
Because obviously those mediums will then last longer, and he can then put on softs closer to the end of the race.
Yeah, exactly.
And have that ultimate pace for longer instead of the final stint of softs going off.
Yeah. And if you get that early safety car, everyone else is on softs. They're either going to have to switch to mediums and then have to change tyres again, or
exactly
try and run long on the hards.
Which never really works out.
Never really works. So that means it's an automatic 2-stop for most people unless they decide to stay on the side.
Yeah.
As we can see, I'm just on board with Never Fear Andy's here. Cars everywhere. Just all darting in and out the way of each other. What was that?
Lots of traffic on his lap.
Yeah. Not many people now to set a lap. Obviously excluding Chaz Matwell, they've got another 5 drivers to set a time, I'm pretty sure. No, 6.
Do you know what? Never Fear Andy's here has come a long way since we launched Bear Racing League. He was consistently running at the back of the grid, and didn't really have the pace, but he's done a lot of learning. He's done a lot of practicing. He moved to a wheel after a very long time of being on a controller, and as I say that, he puts himself into P9, which instantly bumps him down into P10 because I believe Shoulder went quicker than him behind him.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go, midfield now instead of dead last. So massive improvement for himself.
From our Henson that's just shifted everyone down a piece. He puts himself into 3. Errol Blake has put in a really solid time there. 3/10 up from anyone else. So obviously Jay Horse has got to possibly respond to that. Whether he'll do that with mediums or not, I don't know.
He's going out on softs.
Is he going out on softs? Alright, so he's
it's quite an early time to go out on softs.
Yeah, I thought he had held it back a little longer.
Let the track rubber in a bit more.
I guess if
Aiden's on his outlap.
Most people will do what, 2 to 3 fast laps if they can.
Yeah.
So even if he does 2 fast laps on the softs, he still has an extra pair of softs left.
Yeah, true.
For anything in the race, obviously, if anything occurs. Other people won't. However, who else? Mr. Cookie is currently on a lap, looking pretty quick.
Everyone's either
just running wide.
Yeah, I just caught that at the end there.
Although the lap is still valid, which is a very rare time.
I think Jimmy Jags says no, he's coming to the pits.
Yeah, I think he's lap invalidated. I'm on board with Europa X, who's in last at the minute, but he's on a fast lap. I don't know what his sector times are like, but he's coming into the last couple of corners now, so I'll stay on board with him and see where that puts him. Never Fit Andy's his retired. Let's see whether he's as quick as a computer program with .exe at the ends.
Yeah,
he is.
Well, there you go.
Pole position. Currently, he stands fastest of the lot of them. However,
wow,
Aero Blake hasn't got a whole lot of speeding up to do to
No.
retake that. However,
Not even a tenth.
Yeah, not even a tenth. But the rest of the grids, they've got a job on their hands, especially top 5. They've got a job on their hands. Obviously,
Yeah.
J-Horse, he's on a completely new set of tyres.
He set the fastest
sector 1.
Yeah. So I think he will definitely put it on provisional pole.
How far on provisional pole is he going to put it?
7 minutes left by the time he finishes his lap, so he'll have time to start the sector 2. Yeah, so he'll have time to do an in lap and then come into the pits and then change
another lap if he's comfortable.
True.
Where he is. If he's half a second up on anybody else, then there's not much point. This seems to be a really strong lap. No points where he's lost grip, except for just at the end. Commentator's curse coming across the line. Does set pole. That is 1.2 seconds faster than his medium run.
Wow. I said the delta was about a second, didn't I?
Yeah. Pushing
but
that's ridiculously.
Everyone's gonna P2 Europa X is gonna look at that and be like, sorry, what now?
Not happening.
I think he might have just impeded Zhao Kim's lap. Yeah, he did.
Held it up. And that gives him a 5. Oh no, who's got the 5-place grid penalty for that? I saw a 5-place grid penalty.
I'll have a look at race director. Bear with me. Incidents. Grid penalty. Zhao Kim. Collision with J-Horse. But that would have been. But that would have been because. Well, no. Zhao Kim was on a fast lap, so. It says lap 2. Oh, it is lap 2. So I don't really know. I'm sure that's. Yeah, that's right. But that will be J-Horse's fault, I think, because Zhao Kim was on a fast. Yeah. And Zhao Kim was on a fast lap.
So this man's going to do an absolute wonder because obviously he's going to get that 5-place grid penalty either way.
Definitely. I'm just going to go on board with Zhao Kim.
Unfair grid penalty.
Well, you win the race by about 30 seconds, so that the penalty applied for impeding someone's qualifying time is null and void, because if you're far enough ahead, then it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But we'll have to wait and see. I think I'll have a look at the Discord and see what.
That's unfortunate for him, because even if he just about manages to get out again, puts in a time for P2, let's say, he'll be starting all the way back in P7.
I know, crazy.
And yeah.
So he's commented.
Aston Martin just stopped on the track.
Mr. Cookie, wouldn't be surprised.
It has to be, you know.
So J-Horse has said that in the Discord. Whoever that Mercedes was, I'm very sorry, completely my fault. Zhao Kim's commented with a unhappy face, but I think he understands that J-Horse has admitted fault, and
the game's got it wrong.
Yeah, the game has got it wrong.
See, this is why we need something in the game that allows
to take penalties off.
Yeah, either allow penalties to be taken off, or to be able to apply penalties.
Yeah, for sure. Mechanicals crashed on. Yeah.
Right at that point where we were talking about, there is a severe lack of grip, so expect someone to crash there during the race, because it always happens.
Mechanical said, look at split time between the McLarens. I will have a look at that now.
Yeah, down.
Oof. That's
That is.
Mechanical says he's binned it Yeah, he binned it on turn 12 on an in lap.
No.
Not even on a fast lap.
How's he managed that? An in lap.
That's poor. That's that's a poor effort. So we got Crazy Dutchman to watch. He's a quick driver.
Yeah.
Oh, I say not yet, but he's about to start his last attempt on a flying lap now.
He's looking really strong, and that McLaren would be absolutely love that because
he's gone wide. Is it going to be validated? No, it's not. He keeps it validated. He's got Scotty right behind him. Scotty's going to pick up.
Scotty's either got an absolutely wonderful blessing here, or quite the horrible curse. Because the slipstream around some of these areas of the track, and as he gets a bit hairy. Because I can't help but notice there are just some wheels just sat on the side of the track.
Yeah, I love this track. I love racing this track. When you get behind someone and you get in their slipstream and you just try and hang on to them, and then overtake where possible, most overtakes around this track are like awesome moves because it's so difficult to overtake that they have to be something special.
Yeah, if you want
nearly every time.
One of my favourite overtaking points, turn 3 into the hairpin. It's just one where you can really get the car swung down the inside, but then also if it doesn't quite work, turn 4 and turn 5, both quite difficult corners to be side by side, and that's the McLaren just slamming the wall there. He loses a fair amount of time. And
Crazy Dutchman's put himself into P7.
P7. So that means Scott in the penalty pole.
And he spun around as well.
As now, I think everyone in the top 6 are all on a flyer.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay. It's just my internet cut out for a minute, I think. Aero Blake's put himself into P2. Where did that come from? He's gone quickest in the first sector as well.
Really strong time, actually.
He's gone quickest in the first sector. He's 4 tenths. He is. He's 4 tenths up on his PB. So, he's lost it.
He bins it. He was pushing too hard, but it's a solid lap. Even Europa would have had to put in a good lap, but he's pulled into the pit lane, so his show's over. Thinking now, he doesn't even rely on our Henson, he's invalid. I think Joachim's one of the only men left to put in a time. Most other people, especially in like the top runners, are done and dusted now, other than J Horse, he's invalidated.
Yeah. Joachim's just coming up to the end of his lap now. Where does this put him? Over the line.
Does he improve? He does significantly. That brings him up to P5, which will then shoot him all the way down to start the race P10.
Oh, of course, yeah, because he got that penalty. Oh, damn.
Other than that, other drivers that are still on laps. Shoulder, Hazard is invalid, and is Mr. Cookie. Mr. Cookie's also invalid, so Mr. Cookie's going to start all the way back at the grid. Couldn't get a single lap in along with Pickers. And obviously Chaz Knight Rider, but he never made it out of the opening lap, I think.
Yeah.
So this is the last man to be in with a shout of gaining any positions whatsoever. He doesn't have to go. He has to go 0.012 seconds faster to match the place above him. So he hasn't got a whole lot of work to do to gain a position.
I'm surprised about Hazard's position because he's usually he's normally in the top 5 or 6, but struggling around this track. He's in P12 at the minute.
The shoulder does go quicker than Cole, not by a whole lot, but he has just about done it. So he moved up to P10, which will obviously then be 9. So you've just got to keep that in mind for P6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 will move up 1.
And that's the end of qualifying.
End of qualifying. That was, to be honest, that was kind of a bit anticlimactic at the end.
Yeah, I mean, Jay Hall's had it in the bag, really, didn't he?
Yeah, we knew that.
And yeah, Aero Blake was going quicker, but then he he decided to spin and
the thing was, right,
get rid of his talent.
He was 4 tenths up. If he'd have gained
he
another
was
10, all of a sudden he's on par with Jay Horse.
Yeah.
All of a sudden that could have been quite fruity.
But even so, the pace for both of them looks quite even. So could be in for a good race between those two. We know those two are good at wheel to wheel. Well, I do firsthand know that they're both wheel to wheel racing is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
They're very fair, both of them. So I think between them two we could see something quite interesting.
That is a great take on it.
Hopefully we load into the lobby fairly soon. Into the race. Oh, they'll be choosing their strategies now, won't they?
No, I think they're not.
I'm just going to quickly run through the pre-race comments just before we get started. Scotty said, "We race in the land down under." Never Fit Anders here said there will be a lot of broken carbon fibre flying around. R. Henson, he said, "You will see a lot of Williams front wings now. I'm a wild Matt is my teammate." Jay Hawes has said that he's excited to follow the safety car around for 29 laps. I think that
hope that isn't the case.
It would be very boring for us, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a wild Matt said, "If you see a single wheel in the middle of the track, I'm sorry, it was probably me." Europa X replies to that and says, "No worries, mate. I'll make sure to pick it up once I retire." I think everyone's thinking that they're going to be retiring around this track.
So with the first full grid in a while, we might actually only see 5 people finish.
Yeah, brilliant.
Ideal. Of all the races, at least it's not Monaco.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be having Monaco in our league racing anytime soon.
Yeah, Singapore and Australia are bad enough. You know, Jeddah as well could cause chaos.
Yeah, Jeddah's good though, because yes, it's difficult to overtake, but
down some of the straights you can get an overtake done.
Yeah, for sure, and but it's just difficult to stay with
the car.
Yeah, in front of you, and trying not to hit the walls is so difficult. I mean, I did a race there in my Sunday league a few weeks ago, and I had great pace, but I just clipped the wall on the inside. I think it was turn 1, 2, 3, 4, I think maybe, and just made my front wing go a bit amber. Not enough to pit and put a new one on, because I just about managed to keep some sort of pace up, but it wasn't good enough to then challenge for the win anymore. I think I finished in P5, which I was quite happy about.
Yeah, that's still a pretty solid result for having that little bit of damage. Shall we just before they line up, give a nice little rundown of the grid? Now we're in our actual positions.
I'll sit on Jared Kim on board from middle of the pack for the start of the race. If you want to watch the leaders on your stream.
Alrighty, so lining up on pole we have Jay Horse with Aero Brakes joining him on the front row. Europa.exe and Aidan Gray line up on the seconds. Then Ryan DJ, Daisy Dutchman, Scotty Mechanical Cole, Shoulder, Joachim, Pole, Hazard, I'm Wild Matt, Never Fear Randy's here, SX Perry, Jimmy Jags, Quick Killers, Mr. Cookie, Chaz Knight Rider, and Cav Jack lines out all 20 drivers, because we actually have 20 drivers today, as the last one is just coming out. Quick Killers very fast. slowly watching. As he does so, which leads us to... Here it is. 5 red lights in Australia, and they are out, and it was a reasonably long go, but J-Horse has absolutely flown off the mark there. Aero Blake had a pretty average start, and the other Haas getting all up involved on the AlphaTauri. He manages to get himself going round the outside. Ferrari, J-Horse absolutely flying away as these two pummel down into turn 3. It's going to be 3 wide as the 2 AlphaTauris just completely batter the Haas. But he's going to come back on one of them as they go round turn 4. And that's one of the AlphaTauris gone. That is Europa underscore EXE out. Well, not out, but completely out of the running. He's all the way down in P18. Midfield, what do you got?
So midfield, we've had Joachim go from P10 all the way up to P7. Fantastic start from him. He avoided a lot of collision. The 2 McLarens went wide at turn 1, both onto the grass. I think they followed each other for a bit of law knowing. But yeah, Joachim's a fantastic job there. He's obviously got the pace for top 3, but with that penalty of the grid penalty, he did go down to P10. But he's now got Scotty on the back of him, challenging him coming into the last sector on the outside, but he keeps that position for now.
And it's a bad start for Jimmy Jags and Mechanical Cole, who started P7 and is now all the way down in P18. And obviously Europa underscore EXE, we saw him spin. So he found himself all the way down in P16. He's just gotten past Never Fear Andy's here just this second, and now past Cavjack. He's obviously on quite the fight on the way up, although quite a few drivers, nearly all the back drivers, now running into the pit lane. So obviously they've got some form of damage. Yeah. Never ideal. But I think currently
the closest battles. Yeah, the closest battle so far is for P9. Aston's and also Pole. Pole's just gone wide, and Hazard's going up the inside, makes the move stick. Pole is on mediums, so he's not got the pace.
Well, sneaking it down the inside before they even hit the braking zone. Can he get this move done? The Mercedes could possibly lose out. No. Mercedes get a better run on the exit, and it is a yellow flag. We've got someone stopped on the track. That's
Crazy Dutchman.
Off. He was having a really strong, solid race, but he is now
he's been disqualified as well
for going the wrong way. So he's
gutted
out of this race, out of this race and out of the session. As the other rest, he's having a little peek up the inside. He wasn't letting his position go. He still held that inside line, but didn't make a move. Interesting choice from that Aston Martin, but quite desperate to get past Pole currently and catch up to his teammate Hazard, who's now pulled a really solid lead on Pole. 1.5 seconds already, 1.7 in fact. There's obviously DRS now open. They won't get it for the next straight, so he'll still have to do it purely based off of speed. But all that is a brilliant corner by Mr. Cookie, and it's just completely outdone Pole there. It's just purely based on a bit of a meh corner from the Mercedes.
Up front, we've got Aero Blake sticking between 6 and 8 tenths behind. Oh no, he's dropped up about 5 tenths now. He must have had a mistake going into sector 2. But he was within DRS range, but now is not. So he's got to try and push hard and get back into that DRS range, because otherwise J-Horse is just going to run away with this, and we don't want that for the spectacle.
Yeah, you really do have to keep within the second gap.
He's binned it.
He's done it. He's binned it.
Is that a retirement? No.
Somehow that hasn't led him to losing a wheel.
Wow.
Just a pure red front wing.
Wow, that's surprising.
Somehow he's managed to get away with that. I'm not quite sure, but we said it already that was going to occur. Someone was going to spin there.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it was one of the top 2.
Yeah.
So now,
3
all alone
in front of everyone else. J-Horse by himself. Well, we haven't seen this before.
Yeah.
This is groundbreaking stuff.
I've been on the receiving end of Jay Hall's just running away with the race.
Yeah.
It's not a nice feeling, I can tell you that. We've got a fight. We've got a fight between Pole and Chaz Nutrider. Pole is just dropping back, but Chaz Nutrider's gone a bit deep into turn 5, and Pole goes around the outside. Pole is on the medium, so he is a bit slower with pace at the minute at this point of the race. Chaz Nutrider being on those softs is obviously got the superior pace. Cuts the corner a bit. He's going to get a penalty soon if he keeps doing that. But still stuck behind Pole. Searching for that last point position for P10 for the 1 point for himself, but now he is in his slipstream. Can he make anything of it? It looks like we've had a spinner of I'm a Wild Matt.
Yeah. I think that is just out of turn 2. Another pretty spinnable corner, pretty much on the apex and on the exit as the LP.
And Chaz Nutrider's got past Pole, coming into the last sector. Yeah.
Clean overtake from him, and he moves up into P10. And now, I think Pole has got some sort of damage, surely, because now he's got the Alfa Romeo.
He looks quite understeering.
Yeah, he just doesn't look to be settled at all in that car. He's just already losing time to Chaz Nutrider.
I think we've had Scotty spin somewhere out of the... Yeah, I think we've had Scotty spin out turn 2. He's lost a lot of time, and now Hazard is right on the back of him. So that's another fight to watch. We've got a lot to watch on this race, which is good.
Yeah. Shoulder just up ahead, also within a second's gap of Joachim, but nowhere near as close as Hazard is to this McLaren now. All of a sudden, Mr. Cookie could also try and get involved if he can hold him up for long enough. That doesn't look to be the case, though. They go side by side into a corner. But you just can't go side by side, and all of a sudden that's opened the opportunity up for the other Aston Martin. Mr. Cookie is now right on the back of his teammate once again, as they might try and push forward to try and take this McLaren together. And that is shoulder out of the race. He's done exactly the same thing, except this time
VSC.
He lost it, and it is a VSC because of that. Chaz Nutrider gets a 3-second time penalty from off the warning. You said it not that long ago.
Yeah.
You called it.
I did. I said, and yeah, I thought this might be a good time to pit for a lot of people. So the top 3 are now in the pits, changing those soft tyres to mediums, I would have assumed. And if this mediums is going on, I can't see yet. No, Jay Hawes is doing a 2-stop race, so Jay Hawes has gone back onto softs. He did save that set of soft tyres in qualifying, didn't he? Because he set a time on the mediums.
Mr. Cookie opting not to pit as well. One of the only men to not pit, along with.
Oh, it's a full safety car.
And it has transformed into a full safety car.
Oh, so actually, do you know what? That for Jay Hawes, that could have worked out really, really well because he's put on a brand new, fresh set of softs, and then we're going to go We're going to go what? 3 laps. 3-4 laps on these under the safety car, yeah.
Barely a single percent in tyre wear. He's probably going to be 5% at the end of those 3 laps.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's got people that are on what are going to be 9-lap-old medium tyres in front of him, and he's on practically fresh softs.
Yeah. But the one person it hasn't really worked out for is Mr. Cookie, because he let me just check the stops tyre. Yeah, so Mr. Cookie hasn't stopped. The top 3 have not stopped. So
No.
are they gonna stop under safety car now? No, they're not going to. Of course they're not. But what this does do for the top 3 is extend their soft stint a bit longer, which is what we said in qualifying, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that they can have fresher soft tyres towards the end of the race, and then have that ultimate pace.
So they're quite obviously playing the long game currently.
Yeah.
Jay Horse is most likely going to be quite comfortably retaking the lead soon, but I don't think they're going to be concerned really.
Jay Hawes with the fastest lap of a 1:23.213. That's 2.3 seconds quicker than the next person, I think. So he's definitely got the fastest lap under his bag, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Aiden Gray has gone on to the hard tyres.
Which is a very interesting choice.
It could work if there isn't another safety car. It could work really well. But if there is another safety car, then it won't work because other people will have free stops.
As we've seen, we've had it was 5 laps of racing up until that point, and 2 spinners at that exact same corner.
Yeah. And 5 laps of good racing, I have to say. Crazy Dutchman has just commented in the Discord just saying OMG. Yeah. I know how that feels.
It's painful. It really is.
He said he was trying to join the track safely and he got disqualified. Oh, he was trying to join. Oh, I was trying to not join the track unsafely. So he was trying to join the track safely, but he got disqualified. That's unfortunate. As we are very slow.
Oh, did you see Samuel Lundberg's bet? He bet 20 quid on shoulder finishing top 3.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. First comment. P19.
Yeah,
he won't be
and
moving.
DNF. Yeah.
Safety car in
I
this
bet
lap
20...
as well, just to add on top of that.
Wow.
Suffering and pain. He's got to watch
That's...
the rest of this race.
That's only been
down.
2 laps.
Yeah. That was a very, very short safety car, and it's
Yeah.
a really decent getaway for Mr. Cookie, who extends his lead out to 8/10 as we go green. So no one's going to be under threat there. J-Horse just in the background. He tried it. Didn't quite work out for him. However, he's right on the back of that Alfa Romeo once again. He's going to switch to the inside. Does get the better braking. Quite well comfortably gets past there. J-Horse all the way up, already up into the podium. And it only took 3 corners.
Mr. Cookie now needs to push. Quick Killers is retired from the race.
What has caused that? Where was that? It was up here. Surely not, no.
Could have been on the exit curb. Yeah. It's easily done there. And as we watch J-Horse go into P2, passes pole very easily on those softer tyres, brand new soft tyres. He's going to have the pace advantage massively. But
quite painful. Jimmy Jags is so far behind, but he's right in the middle of the pack. So every single sign we go past is just flashing blue right now.
Wonderful. Do you know what? Mr. Cookie now needs to try and keep J-Horse behind him as long as possible, because J-Horse has to come into the pits and put medium tyres on. Mr. Cookie has to come into the pits and put soft tyres on.
Yeah.
So, if Mr. Cookie plays this well and defends like his life depends on it,
turns the prime.
He could. Yeah. Oh, someone's at the wall. I just heard some. No, it's Aiden Gray. Aiden Gray has lost his front wing. Didn't see what happened there, but
cars having a mare.
Yeah.
Aiden Gray. Error Blake has found himself back up into P8. He's done good recovery there. Joachim is out of the race. Just there. Oh, that is a very awkward place to Jimmy Jag driving right into the back of Michael Wildman. Loses his entire front wing and gets a 5-second time penalty for it. Big brain move from him, and that does
absolutely.
Cause the car.
Oh, another one.
So we got what? A lap.
A lap, yeah.
Yeah, a lap.
So going back onto Mr. Cookie and J-Horse, this works out even better for Mr. Cookie. No, he's gone into the pits.
Pulls into the pits, but so does J-Horse.
Yeah.
Interesting move from both of them.
That is interesting.
And Pole's also
now,
into the pits.
What is... J-Horse is putting on mediums.
J-Horse switches to mediums. Mr. Cookie switches to softs. Those softs aren't going to last the whole race.
No.
Not happening. But I don't think those mediums are going to have to hold on for 19 laps as well. 20 really, because you've got to do all of 29 as well.
Well, but you've got 3 laps. Well, I say 3. Well, potentially 3 laps behind the safety car, so he won't need to use them too much. But I think that was a bad strategy call from Mr. Cookie. He should have stayed out on those mediums under the safety car for as long as possible, and then kept J-Horse. I mean, yeah, I just don't. I wouldn't have pitted just yet. I would have maybe given it another 8 laps.
Yeah, maybe.
But, well, actually 10 laps because.
Yeah.
10 laps because we got. Yeah, we got 3 laps under the safety car.
Yeah.
And then he would have only had to run flat out for another...
Those tyres would have only run flat for about 15 of about 20 laps.
Yeah.
And then he's just running soft towards the end. So, interesting strategy call from Mr. Cookie. Very interesting.
I mean, if it works out for him, then we're going to look like idiots.
We are. We're going to look like absolute morons. However, I can't help but notice that I've lost my UI. Oh, there it is. Right. If we look at stops, everyone's made a stop. J-Horse finds himself in P10. So that's not net.
No.
Net P1. Net P1 is Ryan, DJ, R. Henson, and he is in first. The only person that isn't in their net position really is Essex Perry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because he hasn't... No.
Everyone else has made a start. Which means J-Horse is actually 9.
Well, I mean...
9. That's not where he wants to be. He's
not at all.
All of these drivers, and all these drivers aren't going to put up without the fight.
But I think you'll probably see Mechanic Cole, Never Fiand is here, Europa X, Chaz Knight Rider, Aero Blake, and Hazard, and SX Perry all pit again for softs. I reckon they're not going to do. I don't think they'll manage. Well, they could manage to do. Well, no, because most of them have already done 9 laps on mediums. No, they need to pit.
They're going to be a bit fragile.
Touch and go, yeah.
Aero Blake is going to narrowly miss it. SX already run.
Yeah. So I think who has he got to overtake? Mr. Cookie. Yeah. But Mr. Cookie has got to pit again. There's no chance he's going to do 18, 17 laps on soft tyres.
Yeah, not happening.
Safety car in this lap.
Yeah. Other than that, it's an interesting one because Ryan DJ also got softs on.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's kind of unfortunate for him. He would have wanted there to be not a second safety car because obviously he's lost that prime spot flow soft tyres. However,
yeah, for sure.
He's got nice SX Perry behind him that's just going to hold up the pack.
Yeah.
If he can, wherever he can, SX Perry will probably hold the pack up because he's got an old medium. He's not going to be the fastest driver out there. Ryan DJ's already going to have, I reckon, about a second going into turn 1 straight off the back. He knows that he'll have the grip here over SX Perry. Hasn't gone for it though. He's holding
now
up
he
the
has.
pack. Now he has. He's held up the pack and let everyone get nice and close together.
Wow, yeah.
Absolute chaos as we go into turn 1. Aston Martin losing out on a few positions. Hazard falling back. Chestnut Rider moves up to 4th. Aeroback
Oh,
moves to P3, and is there a big collision at the back? There
Europa
is.
X.
Europa out. J-Horse moves down a position. Pole on. Oh, there is just absolute chaos. Another Aston Martin falling off towards the back. That's Mr. Cookie in the gravel. So he now falls out all the way out to P14.
J Hawes making a move on Mechanic Cole up the inside. He's going to make that move nice and easy. I think Mechanic Cole outbreaks himself and goes wide.
P7 already, so he's just managed to get himself out of that little scrap.
Oh my god!
Points. Really?
I'm on board with Calf Jack, and everyone is basically side by side with each other. To be honest.
Oh my god! Yeah. And
he's just backed out of it completely.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. As
yeah.
Going into that corner, it was dangerous. He's had to mechanical pole downshifting to 4th through that corner.
Wow. I think he might have damage, you know.
He might be.
No.
He's just fallen back behind Captain.
Scotty on the back of pole.
Just pure chaos. Running.
It is all kicking off.
Low points playing positions.
Yeah.
But for some people,
pole goes defensive going into turn 1, but looks like Scotty is going to outbreak himself. He's got I'm a wild Matt. Yeah.
Back of him. All of a sudden, this has gone from attack to defence. As there's another car going round the outside. That's the Ass on the Williams.
Yeah.
So the Williams now having to do the same as the McLaren and go into defensive mode. They're still side by side, and there's the Williams gone side by side. It lasts for a while, and then someone makes a mistake.
Safety car.
And then they got another safety. Oh my.
Oh, Mechanic Cole's just pitted and put hards on. So I tell you what, this works out. Do you know who this works out for? Henson, because he can put on mediums right now under safety car.
Oh yeah.
And
big gains for him.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, fresh mediums. That's him for the rest. That's him for the rest of the race.
Definitely. He does not need to pit again.
SX Perry can also switch tyres because he desperately needs to.
This does work out for Jay Hawes as well though, because he doesn't have to pit now. And he will. Where does it put him? I mean, he's not that far behind really. Will he come out in P1? Actually, Aero Blake is not pitting. That's surprising.
Aero Blake's the only man to not pit, so Jay Hawes all of a sudden
P2.
So that's worked beautifully for him as well.
It has.
You know, Henson, as we said, he's switched to the mediums. He's going to fall right far down. Everyone's coming to the pit lane. The pit lane is busy right now. Busy. Everyone's changing tyres. Pretty much all for mediums.
So
soft. SX Perry's gone for softs. Other than that, all medium tyres.
Oh, do you know what though? Aero Blake, he's done 10 lap old mediums, and he's got another 14 to go.
He'll have to make another stop.
He's got to.
But it will be for fresh softs.
It will be, yes.
For the rest of the race.
Yeah.
And hopefully by then the pack would have just opened out a little bit, just so then he might only lose 4 or 5 places,
or
losing 12.
Or if say lap, I don't know, 19, 20, another safety car comes out, he is in perfect position.
Yeah, for something. Just to quickly dive into the pit lane.
Yeah.
Might come out P3.
But look, so we've got the top 2 now.
Yeah.
Aero Blake and Jay Hawes. Again.
Yeah.
Back to how it was.
Yeah. As if nothing ever changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Pole on hards in casual P3. Mr. Cookie in P4 with the softs. So he hasn't lost out too badly. But he's going to stop again.
Pole, do you know what? Pole could...
I mean, he's running to the end of the race now, isn't he?
Definitely, yeah. But Pole could potentially finish in second at least.
Yeah, if he gets a good...
Because Aeroblake has got to pit again. He definitely has got to pit again. J-Horse doesn't really have to pit again, but he could.
If he
and
builds
still
up
be
a
fast.
big enough gap,
He could, yeah.
he could.
Mr. Cookie's going to be right on the back of Pole though on those softs, so Pole will have a job of it.
I don't know whether it's a smart idea to let Mr. Cookie pass
and not fight.
He'll stop,
yeah,
or hold him back, but then lose time to the cars in front.
Yeah,
it's all running through his mind right now, probably as we speak. He'll be contemplating all of his life choices up to this moment. This is opportunity for a decent podium for him here, so he's got to make sure that he chooses the right one. If you're in his situation, what are you doing?
Paul, you can't pit now. You'll lose way too much. I would just stick it out. Go as fast as I can on those hards, and try and stay within DRS if possible, but very unlikely. Would I defend? Do you know, I probably would defend, because the cars behind have got to pit again.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Cookie's definitely got to pit again. So, I think.
Pole? What's happened there? He's just fallen down to P8.
Yeah.
I think he's had a minute. I don't know whether he's allowed past him.
I don't know.
He's not going to take his position back. He has to hold position. Oh, okay. No, he's stuck.
Oh. But SX Perry's gone all the way down as well. 5 second. Yeah.
Oh, very confusing. I'm not quite sure.
I don't really know what's gone on here. Yeah.
Whether he's allowed to re-overtake. By the looks of it, no.
The Aeroblade's gone.
Gone already.
Gone early.
Really interesting choice, considering the fact that James was really right. Oh no, he's slowed down again. It was a fake.
But also, Mr. Cookie, MP3 on softs, should take both of these two.
Comfortably. With little resistance, as he does get the better grip on the outside. He does have to back off ever so slightly. But now heading down into turn 3, this is a really decent opportunity for him to overtake. No, J-Horse gets a really good run, but he does get the inside. Little switchback, can't quite make it through, and all just J-Horse just getting in his way again. He's got the good running speed through, and all that's a bit of damage.
Oh, who's got damage?
Mr. Cookie.
Ah. Mechanic Cole is really not having a good race at all. He's in the pits again. And SX Perry, it looks like he's spun. Has he lost his front wing? No. But he's got damage to his front wing. SX Perry has got damage to his front wing and is mowing the grass a bit. Oh, we've got a fight here with Kafjak and R. Henson.
Yeah.
Through the fast chicane. How is Mr. Cookie not? Oh, because he's got damage on his wing.
Yeah. He's now, what, 3 seconds off of J-Horse, so that's his win fight over, and all that is a big slip for Kafjak, which opens the door for Chaz Knight Rider. Storms past, but Kafjak had a little look, wanted it back, didn't go for it. Mr. Cookie into the pits, unsurprisingly. Aeroblade getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Ooh.
Yeah, that'll be corner cutting or extending track limits, that kind of thing.
Just a general violation. Just pushing a little harder than the track lets you. As I've just watched a Haas of Aidan Gray just run straight into the wall. It's a virtual safety car. It's not a full safety car, virtual. The VSC
Do you know what?
is out. Yep.
This helps Aeroblake. If this VSC can stay out until Aeroblake gets to the pits, he is in the money because he can. Yeah, because he can put on the softs, have a really quick stop compared to others,
Yeah.
and then go to the end of the race on softs. Do you think J Horse will do the same? Do you think J Horse will follow him to have the pace for softs?
I don't know. You know, I don't think softs are going to be a push. 12 laps.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
However,
no, Aero Blake stays out.
25% race, you can still do 8 laps in softs. So
yeah,
you might have just been able to get away with it. DRS is enabled. We are off again. Green flag. Aero Blake 1.5 seconds out. If he can hold like this, he's in the money because he's out of DRS. Exactly where he wants to be. However, J Horse has got slightly fresher tyres and is known to be speedy, so it's going to be challenging for him.
Yeah.
Bar that though, Hazard and Pole, closest fight on the grid currently.
Yeah. Never Fit Andy's is doing a good job there in P9 as well. 4 lap old tyres, so he'll definitely go to the end on those.
Scotty is also trying to get involved in this. It's just a little bit of a train at the moment. No one dares try and make a move currently, though. I think they're all just waiting for a decent opportunity as Jimmy Chang sees the session. You've DNF'd anyway, so. It's one of my least favourite corners out of that back chicane. Second corner, as you bounce and you hit it wrong, as we've seen multiple times over.
Yeah, these curbs are not forgiving around this track.
No. So we started with 20 drivers. We are currently running with 13.
Yeah.
Quality stuff. As Scotty looks to go round the outside of the Aston Martin. Can he get the grip? He does brake very late. Running through the corner. They do continue to go side by side. Scotty does just about get in front. The Aston Martin will still have DRS, though. He's going to take a... Oh, he had a little look down the inside. Elects not to go for it. Scotty, very, very late on the brakes there. Really lost that position once again. Mr. Cookie setting the fastest lap time. All the way down to P11. Unfortunately for him, just not gone his way in the slightest.
We've got a big train going on here, haven't we? Between from Never Fit Andy's here. Oh no, sorry, I'm a Wild Mats. So Never Fit Andy's here. Hazard, Scotty, Pole at the front of this train. DRS. Oh, and Scotty goes into the back of Pole, brakes way too late,
and
is
that's
spun.
taken out someone else, has it? That has
Did it?
Taken out. I think
oh yeah, Hazard.
Yeah, I think he just clipped him. So now these two boys are fighting for 1.2 for them.
Let's see.
Ferrari, and then Ferrari's here, just drifting across the pit entry.
And Scotty comes into the pits because I'm assuming that he has damaged his front wing.
I have no idea whether that is just amazing tactics in playing the guy behind you into pitting, or whether that was just a mistake. Either way, that was huge.
Lap 20 of 2021, and we've got J Horse 4/10 now behind Aero Blake in P1. So those 6 lap fresher tyres for J Horse is paying off.
Yeah, I think Aero's beginning to hit a wall. I have a feeling
he's nearing that 20 lap kind of wall for the tyres, and be interested to see what he can do behind in front of J Horse. I know J Horse will play this very intelligently and just bide his time until maybe the end when Aero Blake's tyres really are bad, and just save his ERS as well. He's got 92% at the moment, whereas Aero Blake's got 65. So still plenty for both of them, but J Horse just using his ERS now to stay within DRS range, 2/10 behind. Does he make the move up the inside into turn 3? We will have a look. Aero Blake's back end is sliding out quite a bit now. J Horse, I think, is going to make the move now. Yeah, he's going to go for
Gone for
it.
it.
At the inside. Side by side.
Aeroblake
Goes a little...
didn't want to give that place up. A little bit
He
of
did
contact
not.
through the corner. But does not prevail in holding position. J-Horse manages to get through. Obviously, Aeroblake also has that penalty that we cannot forget about. It's only 3 seconds, but it could make all the difference here. Ryan DJ is currently 4 seconds behind him, so he does still currently hold P2. However, could tyres come into a factor here? Most definitely.
Yeah. So Pole in P6 is on those hard tyres. They are 11 laps old, but it could be beneficial for him towards the end of the race with like 5 laps to go compared to Kafjak in front of him, who's equally on 11 lap old tyres but on mediums. So maybe he could make up one position towards the end, I think.
I may have just mentioned, whilst it's nice and quiet out on the field, P4 and P5, the 2 Alpines, have both gained 15 places since the start of this race. Both of them. So the Alpines have done a criminally underrated job so far. These two have been... Because if Aeroblake hits, they will overtake Aeroblake. They'd have both gained 16 places.
Yeah.
So long as Aeroblake doesn't re-overtake them. And then it's just a matter of whether one wants to be on the podium over the other. Who needs that podium more?
Well, I think more importantly for the Alpine team is the constructors at the moment. So I don't really think they're doing much in the drivers' championship, but especially with J Hawes leading this race, he's going to be even further ahead. But the constructors is where it's at. So if they can get some good points for the constructors, then good on them. As we see SX Perry come into the pits once again. How many pit stops has everyone done now?
And Pole is out of the race. He's done the exact same thing as many drivers before him have, and he's binned it on that very, very annoying curve.
The exit curb.
Either exit or apex, both of which do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Big stop race from I'm a Wild Matt.
Yeah.
Done 5 stops. And just a single stop for Aeroblake, unsurprisingly. The man has run those tyres for way too long now.
He's going to be struggling. He'll struggle to keep P2, I think.
He has to. Currently, he's pulling away from P3.
Oh well, I suppose if he can keep with J Horse, then he'll be all right.
Yeah.
But 19 lap old mediums, they're going to be screaming at him at the moment.
Yeah.
Never fear, Andy's here in P6 as well. So great work from him there.
And it's a safety car right at the end of the race.
The top 2 have got to pit.
Surely.
Because they've got
done old and long. Both done long stints now. All of a sudden, J Horse has 13 laps on those and he elects to pit. Aeroblake also coming into pit.
R. Henson. I'm just watching R. Henson. Does he? No, he doesn't. He's not. He's going to take track position instead. That's interesting. 9 lap on mediums. He's going to do only probably another 5 more.
Also electing to take the track position. Kafjak
does.
Never feel around
So this is interesting.
So does Mr. Cookie. So
wow.
Henson and Chaz Knightrider are taking the alternate strategy here.
Well, I mean, R. Henson's got a bit of a buffer because Chaz Knightrider's there between him and J Hawes. So there's one position between them. R. Henson has got, after the safety car, what we're saying, 4 laps maybe? to try and stay ahead.
See,
it's going to be difficult, but
no, it's unlucky for Underworld Matt. Underworld Matt, he's obviously stayed out because he's on quite fresh softs already. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the better of most drivers, so he can't benefit off of already having those softs and taking that position. So C still holds P9. Nearly everyone pitted for fresh softs except for Underworld Matt and Scotty, who were already on pretty new softs, and then R. Henson and Chas Knight Rider. So this is going to be a very sprint finish for a lot of people, and then it's just going to be some grueling laps.
But the thing is that we'll definitely get another lap or two because the pack has got to catch up. Yeah. And I'm sure the safety car's programmed to not come in before everyone properly bunches up.
Yeah. Or after 3 laps. It's one or the other.
Or, yeah. Well, this Australia race has been good to watch.
It's been very fun to watch, actually.
And fun to commentate on, actually.
Yeah, lots of safety cars, and yet still very, very engaging.
Yeah, that's it. I think because of the safety car, the racing has been that much better.
Yeah, I mean, we've just sat here and talked about strategy for the last 20 minutes easily.
Absolutely, and we're nearly one more person retires, and everyone is getting a point.
Yeah. This is one of the most horrible situations when you've got 11 drivers left, right? Because one person, one poor human soul is going to be the only person to not score a point.
Yeah.
If there's 2 people, at least you have a buddy that failed with you.
Just the one person.
However, I think that could possibly be Scotty. His mechanical fault.
Yeah. So, safety car should be coming in this lap, which means we're going to get 4 laps of racing.
Correct.
Well, yeah, 4 laps of racing. So, it's going to be close between the top 4.
Yeah, I think.
Henson's going to be rubbing his hands together a minute, thinking, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," but also he's going to be thinking, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this.
What he needs J-Horse and Aeroblade.
Yeah, he does. That's exactly what he needs. He needs the soft runners to just fight it out.
Yeah.
And then he can disappear for maybe a lap or 2.
So Aeroblade, if you're watching, make the move. Go for it. Send it. Lick the stamp.
Stamp and send it. I'm going to go on board with Aero Blake and watch the 3 in front of him and see what happens, see what unfolds.
I'm going to sit on board just for now with our front runner, as you see when he stops on the pedals. It's going to be a late one. He's waiting, he's gone, and it's a smart move from him, because all of a sudden those 3 drivers are going to be going side by side into turn 1. However, J-Horse already up into P2.
Yeah.
Aeroblake
J-Horse is going to get this done.
Up into P3. All of a sudden, he's under fire from the 2 fastest drivers on the grid right now as it speaks. Chas Knight Rider all the way down to P4. So, what he needs right now is he needs Aeroblake to get right on the back of J-Horse, which doesn't look like to be happening currently, as he's just made a little mistake out of turn 3. So all of a sudden, J-Horse is right on the inside of R. Henson as they now head down into the chicane. He stays behind for now, but he has got the better exit, and it could be a possible move into the next chicane. No, he's elected not to for now. R. Henson going a little bit defensive. You can see there what's been happening at the back.
Lots. I can't even tell you what's been happening at the back. Never Fear Andy's here made a move up into, attempted to go into turn 3 into P4. This is good. If he can finish. Yeah.
Looking round the outside of our Henson. Can he get the move done? Yes, he does. J-Horse goes up into the lead of this race. Now Aeroblake sits right on the back of our Henson as well. He's going to go round the outside into the second to last corner. Sorry, he goes down the inside. He moves himself up into P2 without a sweat as well. J Horse gets a 3-second time penalty though for multiple warnings.
Oh no!
All of a sudden,
No!
these two boys are on the Never Fear, and Never Fear Randy
No!
out of the race.
No!
He was doing
he was doing so well. He was in P5, his highest position finishing so far. Oh man.
However,
as we see Mr. Cookie go up the inside of Chaz Knight Rider. Oh man, I'm absolutely gutted for Never Fear Andy's here.
Can I make one slight and small contribution as to the fact that our Henson is still technically P1 due to penalties?
No way. Yes, yeah, you're right. Oh wow.
Penalties. However, it's not going to be for long. He's got about 2 tenths of leeway. Yeah, he's now.
Now he's out of it.
He's out of P1, but he is still P2. So Aeroblade needs to up the pace and go fight J Horse and let our Henson catch back up again. So Aeroblade, push.
And Chaz. Yeah, absolutely. But Chaz Knight Rider's getting swamped by everyone because he's on those mediums.
I've got his mechanical cough.
Yeah.
So I think he'll finish P7 though, because there's no one really behind him. J Horse goes and sets the fastest lap, which practically cements the win in his place, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
We've got this lap and the next to race. Both of which we've got roughly the same amount of BRS. It's difficult. He's just on the brink of DRS. He can't quite get it. Whether he'll just elect to push before the DRS zone, just try and nick it off, but he's just losing time. It's rather hard to see, to say the least. Mr. Cookie also quite close to back on.
Yeah, but Mr. Cookie, obviously, with those penalties, will want to get past our Henson and then pull away as quickly as possible because he is on 4-lap old soft. So, and our Henson is harvesting energy, so he'll make this move done very easily, and with DRS and ERS in use for Mr. Cookie. Now he just needs to try and pull away as quickly as possible on those soft tyres. Yeah.
Is it possible?
It is possible, I'll tell you, because the race that I did around here a couple of weekends ago.
Sorry,
yeah. Ah.
Made no difference down that straight. So I think Mr. Cookie is now just the 8th. Two seconds for 2 sectors. To be honest, all of a sudden, this is on. Pretty much everything we're watching right now needs to stay within 3 seconds to secure the podium.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Mr. Cookie's put out 2 seconds on this lap. He's done a good job, but I don't think he's gonna get a second in the last couple of corners. So. Yeah, as J Horse comes over the line and wins round 9 of Bear Racing League, and yeah,
with a really strong P2 as well. Our Henson, 16-lap-old medium tyres, what any good William driver does, and just run tyres till their death. So secures P3 in the race. Mr. Cookie coming across P4, Hazard his teammate P5. So it's a good day out for Aston Martin. can't say the same for Alpine. They were looking really good, and then they weren't all of a sudden. Scotty in
Yeah,
P7, and then I think it's On a Wild Map, and then Mechanical Pole, and then Champion Rider rounds out the 10, I think, GPs to finish.
I am gonna invite. Who were the top three?
J Horse, Aero Blake, and Arhunter.
Okie dokie. So Era Blake, J Hawes, and Ryan.
Yes, only 10 drivers finished in the end, because obviously Never Fear Andy cleared DNF
Yeah,
right at the end. Which means everyone got a point, which was nice.
yeah.
It's the
I've
wholesome
invited.
ending.
I have invited the top three into our chat. Um,
So, well, before they join and give their opinions, who was your driver of the day?
I mean, I think you've got to give it to the Alpine drivers. To be honest, they both of them kind of stayed out of trouble as much as possible, but also made up lots of positions. Kafjak has just said that he's gone from P20 to P6, so fantastic job from him, really. Um, but it's to pinpoint one driver. I'd say R. Henson. 16 lap old mediums, making his strategy work, staying out of trouble, and ending up on the podium. I think that my driver of the day goes to him. To be honest, what about you?
I'm gonna say he was right at the top of our radar at one point, and then all of a sudden he kind of just dipped out of it, and that was Mr. Cookie.
Yeah,
He started all the way down in P18, had a bit of a mare, but he got himself up nice and high, had a bit of a mare, and then he finished P4. And he did a very, very
yeah,
good job at trying to pull away right at the end there. Obviously, couldn't quite, but 2.3 seconds in a single lap is still very, very impressive.
impressive. Yeah,
So I think overall, I think he did a really good job to salvage a pretty decent result out of a lot of problems that came his way.
yeah, for sure. I mean, he went off the track a couple of times as well,
Yeah,
doing some mowing the lawn a bit.
yeah.
But yeah, so we've got our race winner in the chat with us now. Jay Halls, can you hear us? And are you? Is your mic working? Yeah, yeah, we
Yes,
can hear you.
hear
So
you loud and clear.
congratulations. How did the race go from your view? I bet strategy wise, me and Carteristics were thinking two soft tire stints at the start and then a medium because of all the safety cars and then a soft at the end. I didn't think you were expected to do so many stops, were you? Ah, oh, no way. So that wasn't the tire that you were going to go on then. Hmm. But I guess with the amount of safety cars, the game's actually been positive for you there and you ended up with the win anyway.
I think it was
Five,
six,
six,
five,
yeah,
six.
yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the strategy to go for is the underfueling around this track, especially considering you're gonna at least have one safety car, aren't you? Any questions for you from you, Carteristics?
Uh, no, just on that final safety car restart, you obviously have full intentions. You pretty much knew what you were doing. Were you expecting it to be quite so instant that you'd have a really good opportunity straight away to get past, or do you think he was going to put up a bit more of a fight? Yeah.
Hmm. He was on 16 lap old mediums though, but yeah, making that move done early was probably the best option, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, no, well done. Good race from you. Good strategy. Working the VSCs and the safety cars all very well. So congratulations on winning round nine and pulling away in the championship even more.
Yeah.
Um, Era Blake, welcome. Good race. Well, congratulations on P2. How was it from your perspective? You you had a yeah. Yeah, I remember you like to watch other things and also text whilst you're racing. I've seen messages in the Discord of you whilst and I've seen it and I'm like, how is he messaging whilst he's on track? Uh, that's it. That's it. But yeah, I did see your mistake. It was on. I saw it on my stream. You dropped to like 1.3 seconds behind. So obviously out of the DRS. But it didn't really matter too much because I think couple of laps after the safety car came out. Uh, what were you thinking of your strategy? Because you were on quite old mediums for quite a long time, weren't you? Were you hoping there was another safety car? Sorry, that's right. Were you hoping there was another safety car at the end, just to? Oh, yeah, yeah, mm, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. Absolutely. Couldn't quite get the quickest lap time off Jay Halls though, could you? I'm disappointed in that. Yeah, he's just on another level. But yeah, no, congratulations on P2, and yeah, it keeps you in the title fight for now, I guess, until yeah, Definitely, definitely. But yeah, congratulations. And anything from you, characteristics for Aero Blake?
Yeah, if obviously I'm gonna go hypothetical here because obviously you were talking about the facts. I'm gonna go hypothetical. Um, if that mistake hadn't been made and you did have DRS, how how much of an impact do you think that could have had on that end session? Not to bog you down or anything because it's a great result, but do you think that you could have possibly have gotten maybe in with a shot of winning if that slight tweak hadn't occurred? Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
and obviously, oh,
Which is quite difficult to do when there's so many safety cars.
yeah, and
But
and
yeah, no,
so
yeah, go on.
another man that would have probably just been worrying about penalties and, well, his tyres, has also joined about halfway through this chat as well. We've had P3 come in, R. Henson himself, the tyre whisperer,
Yeah.
just making sure he's here and alive. Yes, all very quiet. I'll turn you up. 16 laps on mediums. Talk us through it.
What pit in lap one? Wow.
Fair
You had
enough.
quite a lot of action throughout your race, with all the safety cars and the safety car restarts. I was on board quite often, and side by side with so many drivers on the restarts. Well, how did you manage to keep your nose clean and not get damage? Yeah. But yeah, were you thinking about changing onto softs on the last safety car when the safety car came out on the last one, or did it not cross your mind at all? Because obviously the two in front of you, or the three in front of you, sorry, did, or whoever the two in front of you did. And if you did, maybe you could have challenged them for the lead as well. Yeah, third track position. Yeah, I was expecting because you were in the lead, and then Chaz Knight Rider was behind in second, and then it was Jay Hawes. I was expecting Chaz Knight Rider to put up more of a fight, but Jay Hawes managed to get him right at the start, right into turn one. So and then it was obviously right on the back of you immediately, which was unfortunate. But yeah, I said to Characteristics before everyone joined, you get my driver of the day vote for keeping your nose clean and doing the race with 16 lap old mediums and still finishing in P3 after all that carnage. So congratulations from me. Um, Characteristics, anything from you?
Yeah, well, obviously, right at the end, um, you obviously moved down into on track P4. Was it particularly stressful just seeing that number slowly, that gap slowly tick? Were at any point were you confident that you were still going to finish within the 3 seconds of him and take that position back, or were you doubting yourself? What was going through your head right at the ends? Ah,
Nice.
that
Well,
is, yeah.
congratulations to the top three. Maximum points gained and fastest lap for Jay Hawes as well. Thank you to Characteristics for streaming on the Bear Racing League server on YouTube. If you haven't done so already, go over and give that video a like and subscribe to the channel. And that's it from me. Yeah, characteristics.
Yeah, it was a really great race to watch and to have a chat over. Constant just thinking about tires and strategy, and that is what makes a race interesting. So
Mm,
it was such a great race to be involved in, and some really good fights on track as well, which just made it even better. It's just a shame that the back chicane is just quite as deadly as it is. But other than that, it's a great track to race on, and it's proven itself again today in a really good race to watch.
yeah, and I look forward to watching it back. And I'm sure most of the members do as well. Most of the drivers do as well. So I think that's it from me.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna stop my stream. Thank you for watching, everyone. Yeah, please leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right. And for the people on my stream, do what he said.